Hello everyone. In this video, we are going to discuss about an operator which we use in quantum mechanics known as Hermitian operator. In addition to Hermitian operator, there are other operators also which we use in algebra, in calculus, such as multiplication, division, subtraction, square root, and you may say partial differentiation. And like this, there are so many operators. Hermitian operator is the most important class of operator used in quantum mechanics. Now, question is how to define. See here, we are going to define Hermitian operator. For any two well-behaved functions fx and gx vanishing at infinity, an operator was satisfying the equation here integration minus infinity to plus infinity g asterisk x you may say star and operator fx dx and here operator gx fx dx. You can see here o cap o, if o is operator, o is an operator, then it is a tradition to put hat on this so that it represents operator. Okay, and if any operator satisfies this condition which is shown in equation 1, then we will say that the operator is Hermitian operator. Suppose we have an operator a cap or a hat representing some observable for a state psi must yield on expectation value a cap equal to this one. Now, a operator must satisfy the condition, this one. And we can write this equation as, and finally, a operator psi, comma, psi, and here position has been changed. And you can see this equation and equation 1, they represent the same thing. A linear operator which obeys the above rule is called Hermitian operator. Therefore, every operator representing a dynamical variable must be Hermitian. From equations 1 and 2, it appears that Hermitian operator can be applied to either factor in the scalar product. More generally, Hermitian operator satisfies the relation, this one. This is a general form for any two functions psi and phi. One of the postulates of quantum mechanics is that observables are represented by Hermitian operators. This is necessitated by the fact that any measurement of an observable must yield one of its eigenvalues. The result of every such measurement should be real for a physical observable. Thus, we need that the eigenvalue of the operators corresponding to the observables must be real, and this provided by Hermitian operators. Now we are going to discuss its properties. Here we will discuss two properties, and one of the properties is every eigenvalue of Hermitian operator is real. So first we take Hermitian operator, then find its eigenvalue, and then we will see it is real. So we are going to prove this. Let psi be an eigenvalue of Hermitian operator in the state described by normalized wave function. See here. Then eigenvalue equation, here p operator psi is equal to lambda psi. What is lambda? Lambda is the eigenvalue. Taking its complex conjugate, here you are aware that whenever we take complex conjugate of any quantity, we write using asterisk, or you may say star simply. So p operator psi, psi star, and lambda star psi star. According to the condition of Hermitian operator, we can write this one. Now here we use equation 4 and 5 here. It will be here p operator and psi. You may write lambda psi. You can see here. Okay. And right side p psi star, this one. So we are putting here, and lambda is taken out of integration, lambda star is taken out of integration. You can see we can take common. If we change the side, this will go to left side with negative sign and right side will be 0, and we take common this one. Under bracket it will be lambda minus lambda star. Recall normalization condition. What is the condition of normalization? This one is equal to 1. Here I have written. So if this one is 1, then this will be 0. Okay, and that is why we can write lambda star is equal to lambda. How is it possible? Complex conjugate of lambda is equal to lambda. It is possible only when lambda is a real number, not an imaginary number. This proves that Hermitian operator have real eigenvalue. Okay. Now, this was the property number 1. Now we are going to discuss the property number 2. If two eigenfunctions operated by same Hermitian operator give two eigenvalue, they will be orthogonal function. So this is the statement of the property, and now we are going to prove. So how to prove this? Let p psi 1 is equal to lambda 1 psi 1 and p psi 2 is equal to lambda 2 psi 2. As you saw in the previous, that is in the first property, similarly we will proceed. We take the complex conjugate of this one and this one. Complex conjugate of this one is equal to, actually what we do, we use star, and here lambda 1 psi star, sorry, lambda 1 star, we can write lambda 1 star is equal to lambda 1, okay, from the previous property. And here p psi 2 is equal to lambda 2 psi 2, actually it is the complex conjugate. Again here lambda 2 star means lambda 2. So we get these two equations. Here lambda 1 and lambda 2 are the eigenvalue of Hermitian operator, and they are real according to general condition of Hermitian operator, this one. So lambda 2 psi 2 star is equal to psi 1 theta. Using 7 and 8 we get this one, okay, and we can write this one. Here again we change the side, left side it will be lambda 1 minus lambda 2, you can see here by taking common, this term will be common. Now here lambda 1 is not equal to lambda 2. It means its difference will not be 0. It is not going to 0. it means this will be 0 because left side contains two terms. If first term will not be 0, then second term must be 0, and that is why I have written here this one is 0, thereby indicating that psi1 and psi2 are orthogonal functions. And this was the second property. Now we want to discuss one of the examples. So that momentum operator h by I del by del x is Hermitian. If this part will be asked in the examination, students have to write, otherwise they will leave this part. See here, momentum operator P is equal to this one. And what we are going to show that this is Hermitian. This is the momentum operator, and we are going to show that this is Hermitian. Again, we proceed in the same fashion. We take the complex conjugate, and for this we use star here. Here P simply, here P star. If P is Hermitian operator, its expectation value in any state psi must be real. And it means this must be real. Now we are going to integrate this by parts because it contains two terms. So we are going to integrate by parts, and after integration we will get this and finally this one. It is obvious from 9 and 10, this is 9, this is 10, that P operator is equal to its complex conjugate. See here, we start from P operator and we get the complex conjugate of P operator, this one, these two. It means momentum operator is Hermitian. Now I hope you have understood this video. If you have any problem, you may contact through social media, WhatsApp, Telegram, and whatever you should. Okay, thank you.